Hey there, replayers. Tony and Sarah Zalecki, Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're wondering who the heck are these guys, we've been in the network marketing profession the last 20 years, having a blast, raising kids, working together, all that cool stuff. If you are somebody that says, oh my gosh, Facebook Lives are dead, who even watches those things anymore? Nobody's on my lives. Well, let me tell you, you are going to want to watch this live all the way through to the end.
Yes.
Also, too, for those of you that are building teams, you're going to want to share this to your teams because you probably, like us, have gotten people that have said, oh my God, lives are dead. Who even watches lives? Well, let me tell you, let me break this myth. Let me kind of dispel all the stuff that we might be hearing out there and help you guys understand that they are alive and well. So if you're not hearing me, again, they are alive. They're alive. They are not dead.
Just like us.
Just like us. Yes, exactly. So,
and you want to stick around to the end of this because we have a big announcement at the end of this live that you'll want to hear.
yes, which would be great. So first of all, I'm looking at the camera and I'm super flushed. I just got off a Team Zoom. Anybody ever get off a Team Zoom and you're so fired up for the team, but you're like, you fire yourself up? Anybody else like fire yourself? I'm so fired up right now. It's so funny. I'm like so flushed. So anyways, guys, so we want to share with you guys a couple of things, okay? So first of all, guys, lives are not dead. I know for a lot of us, I want you guys to understand this, is we think, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing all these lives in the news feed. My feed is inundated with lives. Here's what I want you guys to understand. You're only seeing those lives of the people that you're in contact with. You know, if you ask the majority of the people that you know in your Facebook world, like how many of you actually do lives, guys, I have to let you know, like it is a very small amount, like 90 to like 95%, maybe even higher, do not do lives, right? They do not do lives. So I think it's important for all of us to know that, number one, like your eyeballs will be on your lives if you do a couple of things. Okay, so we're going to give you guys some tips on what you need to do to create some great lives. And you don't have to be a big personality. You don't have to like talk fast like we do. You don't have to look like us, which might be a good thing. You don't have to be us. We want you guys to be you. But I want you guys to know and to like put that out of your head that lives are dead, because they are not dead. Okay, they are only dead if a couple of things. They are only dead if you are not doing them consistently. I know Tony talks a lot about, he uses this analogy of being a river and a rock, right?
Right. And here's the thing. Have you ever seen a rock in a river and you'll see the water hit that rock and the water will just bounce off it or go over it or go around it, but the rock is strong. It's stable. It's just there, right? And in this business, you need to be a rock, and rocks are rare. I mean, where you got to be unshakable, unmovable, right? People will find security in you, in being the rock, because you're strong, your posture is right. And I think a lot of times in this business is that we're not strong, we're not consistent, we're not growing, we're not doing the things every single day to keep us moving in the right direction. So I will tell you this, it's easy to get distracted today, we all know that. It's easy to go down this road, go down that road, but you've got to be the one that says, you know what? I'm going to be unfazed this year. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be unmovable, unshakable, and people are going to stick to me like crazy. People are going to want to be around me. People are going to want to follow me. People are going to want to ask me questions. People are going to want to ask me advice. And people are going to see you show up this year like no other.
Exactly. So, guys, a couple of things too I want to encourage you to do. For those of you that are doing lives, you've got to be consistent. Don't get so worried about how many people are on your live. I would like to give you guys a challenge where what I would do is actually where you see like live and how many people are on, mark that off. For like the next, 3 months, 90 days, mark it off and you just go live and you do your thing and you don't worry about, guess what? There could be nobody on there. There could be 300 people on there, right? You don't know because it's marked off. Like get that maybe out of your head right away to get you just being consistent with doing lives. And, I think it's so important, guys, for all of us too, is that, with this whole new concept of like watch parties, right? We all hear about them. I don't know if you're anything like me. I'm still learning it. I'm still kind of confused. I'm kind of like, what are we watching and what are we doing, right? I think it's important, guys, like the watch parties are fun because here's the thing. How many of us are always watching like little videos, right? On Facebook anyways, right? Drop me a 1 if we watch a funny video or a kid's video or a cooking recipe video or any of these videos, right? We're watching all these different ones, right? Well, guess what? I love now starting to use watch parties because it allows people to even get to kind of they get to know me even on a deeper level. They get to see the funny things that I think are funny, the videos that I watch, right? With watch parties, guys, you can actually, whatever video you just watched, you could actually just host that watch party on your wall and they can see something funny, and it doesn't have to be about business. It doesn't have to be alive about anything spectacular, but it allows people to get to know you even on a deeper level, right? So maybe it's something that Tony watched with sports. Maybe it has to do with whatever, right? Because we all know that our whole business, like if people like you and trust you, what? They want to do business with you, right? So I love this concept of watch parties. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. I want to start sharing out some of these videos. I want to do anyways, but now I can really do that because I know that if I enjoyed them, other people would too. And it starts you being able to connect with people, engage with them, have live conversation with them while they're watching the watch party, right? It's kind of like you guys in the living room together, eating popcorn, watching that, having a watch party, right? And having that conversation, but it's just live, right? And typing and communicating and going back and forth with each other, right? So don't think these watch parties are get confused about them. Have fun, with these, but also realize that's just a tool to get people to get to know you, right? On a bigger level, in addition to doing lives like we're doing now, right? In addition to doing great posts, into doing things that you're posting about your family or whatever it may be, right? The whole thing is letting people get to know you, to grow your network, to grow your audience, and to be an impact, whatever that looks like, right? Whether it be personal or business. Now, I do want to encourage you, I'm totally hijacked this whole live, so sorry. But just understand too, guys, with these lives, right? It's just making sure that you are not just talking about business, right? Making sure that you're doing fun stuff, right? That's why I love the watch parties now, right? Because they get to get into our crazy kind of goofy life. We're like, wow, those guys are a lot weirder than I thought. Or they're my kind of weird, and that's great. Yeah. Right? But
here's another thing, babe.
What?
Don't be boring.
Yeah, don't be boring. Yeah, please don't be boring, right? And again, you don't have to be fast talking. You don't have to be wild and crazy. But what I'm saying is if you tend to be a little bit more mellow, guess what? Just turn it up a notch. Yeah. Right? Just turn it up just even a little bit where people go, wow, they've got some more pep in their step. What's happening? They're a little bit more excited than normal. Give them a reason to pay attention, right? To pay attention and connect with you more on a deeper level. Right?
And if you're new and you're doing lives, right? It's have a little bit of a plan going into your live, have some notes down, of points you want to make. And then, you don't have to script the whole thing out, but just so it can keep you on track. So you're not rambling and you're making points, you're throwing some humor in there, you're having fun, you're interacting. That's what makes it so entertaining.
Exactly. So guys, like promised, we've got a big announcement. So a lot of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, we actually have a private Facebook group called the Phoenix Risers. If you don't know about it, drop me the word risers in the comments. I'll go ahead and we'll get you guys added in there. We've been doing, we've got our first series of special guests that are coming in there. Tomorrow night at, is it 8 o'clock? No, 7 o'clock.
Central.
Yeah, so tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central, we're super excited. We've got Amy Smith that's going to be on. And guys, it's unbelievable what she's been able to do. I mean, she literally started a Facebook group less than 2 years ago, grew it organically for free, didn't do ads, didn't do any of that crazy stuff, but grew it organically from 0 to over 200,000 people in this group. And if you're someone that's man, I want to learn how to be an influencer. I want to learn how to grow a group. I want to learn how to, how she did that. We're going to be interviewing her tomorrow night. We're going to be interviewing her, giving her, I'm going to ask her some tough questions. I want her, she said she was willing to give us the scoop, give us some of the secret sauce that we want. So tomorrow night she's going to be in the group at 7:00 Central. So
and you don't want to miss this.
Excited.
So Riser, RISER, get it in there so we can add you to this group. And think about some of the people that you might even work with, or that you go, man, they need to be in this group. I love Tony and Sarah. I love their message. I love what they're putting out there. I want them to be a part of it. Get it out to them so that they can be in this group with us, because it's going to be absolutely incredible year with all of us.
Yep. So with that, guys, we love you. We'll talk to you on the next live, and have fun. Keep doing video. Lives are not dead. Lives are not dead. We'll talk to you soon.